shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? We starting a little bit early today. I'm expecting like a diss track or something like that to be dropping soon. We'll see. Shout out to everybody. I did get an update on the clip situation. I'll probably end up doing it in another blog or mixing it in another blog. The guy reached out to me, you know what I mean, and said something else. We might end up talking about it. I don't know. But shout out to Clips. He came onto the stream and set the record straight on a lot of things. So you might want to watch that blog before this one. But shout out to Jae Millz. We're about to listen to what he's got to say about GOODZ diss track. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. I do want to say these guys, GOODZ, Jae Millz, and even DNA, they had the internet on fire. And it's interesting to see how this is all playing out. I looked around. I looked at a lot of different media channels. I looked at the comments, seeing what the fans are saying about everything. And for what it looks like, a lot of people are thinking that GOODZ diss track is way better than the first one. And they think that that's the one that he should have came out with first. You know what I mean? We reacted to it. I thought it was all right. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was trash. I thought it was all right. You know what I mean? But we'll see how the diss tracks go from here. But let's listen to what Jae Millz has to say about everything. Let's listen to it.
I never hear artists with such colorful touch. And what we doing?
You're all the way from the 212 to you is Jae Millz. Shout out to all my subscribers. If you're new here, let me tell you what we do here.
And it's crazy, bro. Like, he's already at 14,700 subscribers. Like that, man. If he keeps this up, this is gonna have like 100,000 subscribers in no time, bro. Like, with the momentum that he has right now and all of the, you know, people like super hyping the videos and everything, he's gonna have like 100,000. He's gonna be YouTube verified soon if he keeps this up, bro.
I need you to like this video, hype this video, leave a comment.
Another thing to a lot of people, like he's saying hype the video. I think YouTube gives you the ability, like at least 3 times like within a week, to send like, you could like a video, but you could also hype a video. You know what I mean? Like up to 3 videos a week. I think that's what it is. So he's asking y'all to hype the video. So, you know, use those. YouTube is giving y'all those for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So use those if you can. Give me one of them too.
Join the conversation and enjoy the show. All right? So, it's official. Black Glove Millzy has entered the chat. So this is what we gonna do, right? So GOODZ put out another diss track dissing me. No! In this diss track, GOODZ said, yeah, I ain't want to do this. You dissed me first. Oh, God. You dissed me first in your blogs, on your whack-ass podcast. Then you dissed me on a beat that was trash. I told you you got 24 hours to replace it or do something, right? I dropped Turn the Lights Off last night. I purposely dropped Turn the Lights Off last night because I knew Max B was coming home today. You understand?
Now, he's about to get, you know what I mean? Like, so a lot of people are like, yo, like, why is Millz not dropping a song? And I mean, he just addressed that, saying that Max B's coming home and all of that. Some people are like, well, who cares if Max B comes home? We want to see the song drop. Now, I'll say this. I mean, it seems like he kind of understands the algorithm. If Max B ends up coming, you know, he came home. Wasn't he like facing like 75 years and he got out early or something like that? But, you know, shout out to him. But if, you know, with the algorithm, you don't want to be competing with too many things, you know what I mean? And, you know, they know that from like dealing with the music industry or whatever, like how it is. But, so, I mean, I'm not really that mad at him, like waiting to drop it, like maybe today or something like that. Because you do got to understand, man, like you don't want to be clashing with too many things like in the algorithm, especially when you have this kind of momentum. You know, so I mean, I'm not really mad like waiting an extra day for it, because I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of browsing the internet, looking around and seeing what was going on with Max B.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, he is selling his potent. If you go to potentdepartment.com, potentdept.com, you can buy his merchandise. You know what I mean? Also, GOODZ selling his merchandise, his slip walks. You know what I'm saying? Cop those.
Welcome home, Max B. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, French Montana. Happy birthday to my man Wayne. Not Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I want to be clear about this. My man Wayne for Most Hated. You know what I'm saying? My man Did for Most Hated. You know what I'm saying? My man Wolf for Most Hated. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. I want to say rest in peace to Poster Boy. Rest in peace to my man Poster Boy. I love you. We're going to miss you. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my man Omen. We love you. We're going to miss you. You know what I'm saying? So back to GOODZ. I released Turn the Lights Off last night purposely because I knew Max B was coming home today. Now, I didn't really want to do this blog because today is about Max B coming home, right? But GOODZ decided to put another diss track out. No! It's trash, but at least he said my name. At least he said my name. So, cool. At least he acknowledged that he getting demolished right now. He said, you know the underdog always win the first round. All right, well, if I'm the underdog in this right now, cool. Let's just say I am the underdog in this right now, right? And you down 1-0 right now. You just put out your second diss track. That's another 4 minutes of ass. No! And why you keep breaking your diss track up into 3 verses? Niggas don't even make 3-verse songs no more. No! And y'all be telling me I'm outdated. This nigga making diss tracks with 3 separate verses. No!
Somebody, hold on. Somebody said, if nobody cares about Millz, why are you watching? I think you responded. Somebody says, Poster Boy dead. I think he died like last month. Didn't he make like that Jurassic Harlem song? I think he died like last month. Yeah, he died like last month. I think it was like October 28th or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
In 2025, GOODZ is making songs with 3 verses and a battle at that. And you telling me I'm outdated? Update your resume. Merch available right now. PotentDepartment.com. That Turn the Lights Out cap. It's available right now. PotentDepartment.com. Everybody who put your orders in last night.
Somebody, hold on. Ashley, what are you talking about? Are you like a super GOODZ fan or something? She said everything Jae Millz does is trash. Like, is your hearing, do you have good hearing? Because there's no way you can listen to anything that Jae Millz dropped and say that that's trash. There's no way. Like, you know, I'm not dissing, you know, like, there's no way. Like, he literally just cleared DNA. And then his song, Dissing GOODZ, was crazy. Like, none of that is trash. Like, none of that was trash.
Night and this morning for this hat, I got y'all. I didn't think this hat... I didn't think the sales on this hat was about to go crazy just because I wore it in a video, but Turn the Lights Off just came out last night. It ain't been out 24 hours and it's like number 8 or number 6 or 7 or something like that on the top 100 most hyped videos in the United States on YouTube. DNA Never Been Outside was like number 3 or 2 or something like that. No! The Wolf and the Lion is not even on those top 100 charts. No! I don't even think that video got 100,000 hype points.
Jae Millz is being disrespectful right now, gang.
Back to the new one, though. So, you decided to put your diss track out on the day Max B came home, because I guess you thought you was more important than that, right? So to show you ain't that important, I'm dropping this blog a couple hours after you drop your diss track, right? We gonna see what the views on this blog look like and what the views on your diss track to me look like. We're going to see what that look like in a few hours. We're going to revisit this, right?
So right now, he's got on this, GOODZ has got 37,000 views on his Godding diss. And then Jae Millz right now has got 24,750. But Jae Millz dropped his video, his blog 9 hours ago. And yeah, Jae Millz dropped 9 hours ago. And GOODZ dropped 20 hours ago. So that's pretty crazy, man. He's like closing in on the view count of GOODZ music video. That's pretty crazy.
I dropped Turn the Lights Off last night. And mind you, Turn the Lights Off really turned your lights off, GOODZ. Let me explain something to you. Now that I know how this YouTube game works, right? Every battle rap blogger or blogger that is blogging about Jae Millz right now, I want y'all to know, and shout out to Vada Fly, I saw you said this too. Vada Fly said, Jae Millz is making sure all our Christmas is going to be lit.
I mean, that is true. Like, because everything we doing, like, right now is, like, the Christmas check. You see what I'm saying? So, if you look at what's going on, and I mean, shout out to Easy and Cassidy, it was, like, clips of the face-off or whatever that dropped. Like, that's kind of dope. But, like, if you look at, like, battle rap right now, ain't nothing really going on other than that, the face-off with Easy and Cassidy, shout out to them, and then this is, like, got everybody talking.
Yeah. You want to know why? Because everything that they blogging about this month, people, we going to get paid for next month. The money going to come between December 21st and December 26th. So if you going hard this month on YouTube, this is your Christmas check right here.
It's fact.
I ain't flagging nobody pages for using my content. When the I Disagree page was taking all my clips when I first started blogging and making them shorts and reels, I was like, yo, babe, I should flag these niggas because they playing with me right now. But then I thought about it. I'm like, well, if y'all just posting shorts on y'all channel trying to be funny, chopping up my content, let's say somebody like it. They need to find the full version now, right? Where they gonna find that at? So every time y'all chop up the content I come up in this room and do, and post it on your channel, you directing traffic to my page from this short. You ain't got the whole thing on your channel. No! I'm helping niggas get Christmas money right now on you niggas, man. Y'all ain't. Y'all views ain't shit. DNA and GOODZ. Y'all call me outside, light-skinned sassy nigga gonna try to say I ain't want to do this to you. So what you doing it for? Why you sitting up here keep telling us about your car, your jewelry, this, that, you know. You know what I think? I think when people say money can't buy you happiness, we seeing that right now. We seeing in real time money can't buy you happiness. You know why? Because we watching a 42-year-old man in a battle that he brought upon himself, constantly talking about his money, and even the bloggers, even your friends is telling you, shout out to Caps. I ain't mean to leave you out that last blog when I was shouting out all the bloggers. Shout out to Caps, shout out to Angry Fan, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of your fault too. Kind of your fault too. I had bloggers up last night at midnight doing blogs. Piperboy Williams put out a blog last night, damn near midnight. Angry Fans put out a reaction damn near midnight.
Yeah, we might have to do that. Gloves in the chat. Do they have gloves? Black gloves in the chat. Can we put some black gloves in the chat, please? We do that, please.
Money can't buy you happiness. GOODZ keep talking all that money shit because he lonely. You know how I know GOODZ lonely? GOODZ done dissed me on 2 tracks in a row. They both ass. And on both tracks, he mentioned my lady.
Yeah, what did GOODZ say? GOODZ says something like, you a lame because you the only dude that went on tour and brought your wife. Like, how's that lame? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's bringing his wife, like, on tour. You know what I mean? Like, letting her see the world, like, bringing her around, like, all that stuff. That ain't really lame. I don't think that's lame.
I ain't saying.
Uh-oh, they got gloves in the chat. Uh-oh. Can y'all make the gloves black? Can we get black? We might have to add that to the intro, man, because he been going crazy. Black gloves in the chat. Black gloves, Millie. Put black gloves in the
Nothing
chat.
about DNA lady, his kids, his moms, none of that. Barred him down. And shout out to DNA, because DNA came outside to play. Actually, right now, we kind of looking at DNA a little more respectable than we looking at you, GOODZ.
DNA fought, bro. Like, he fought, man. Like, you know, so y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about DNA. He fought. And I think he put up a good fight. You know, he didn't win, but he put up a good fight. You know, going up against something like that, you know, and not, like, dying. Well, he lost, but he didn't die. You know, like, and to be a battler, going up against somebody that's been in an industry like that, I think he did good, man.
DNA ain't saying nothing about my fiance. It's your second joint that you had 3 verses on the song, and your whole last verse was about my lady. No! GOODZ said something about I don't got no chicks because I used to have my wife on tour. Well, what about before she was my wife? And she's my fiance. We didn't actually get married yet. She still got that ring on her finger. I gotta put another one there. I gotta actually do the next step. We don't even know what GOODZ woman look like. No! What the fuck he playing with me for? Why is he playing with me? Even at the K-Shine battle, my lady was there with me. Even when I battled Ness, the next battle, my lady was there with me.
You know what'll be interesting though, right? Because you see how Jae Millz is dropping heat. And then he's like, you know, doing blogs, responding, and then he drops a song, responding or whatever. And he is so confident, and he just hit like 25,000. He about to hit like 25,100. Like, as we talking, he is so confident in his material that he's able to go and drop a blog. You know what I'm saying? And have the comment section rocking. I would like to see GOODZ is dropping his material. He drops his song. See him drop a blog, and then see what the comment section is looking like. You know what I'm saying? Like, or DNA, like, it would have been cool for him to do that too. That way people can really engage with the artist. You know what I mean? And then they can get like another perspective on how people are looking at everything. But this shows like the level of confidence that Jae Millz has. All right, I drop my song. I feel like dropping it. We already know what it's gonna do, but I'll critique your music video and talk about you and get views off of it, followers, subscribers. You know what I mean? And get close to what you're doing, like with your music. So it'll be interesting to see if GOODZ would do something like that, or if he's just gonna continue to just drop music. You know?
I got one better than that. When I came back to the URL and I battled Beasley, I'm gonna hit you back too. I seen yesterday I was doing something. I'm gonna hit you back too. I ain't have to say that. I just wanted to let y'all know that Beasley calling my phone right now.
Oh.
I ain't have to say that. I just wanted to let y'all know that Beasley calling my phone right now. But back to GOODZ. Since
And you know they know. Hey, with the energy around this dude right now, hey, you got to book him for something, man. Something.
I came back into battle rap, I bring my lady with me. You know why? Because you don't pose no threat when you bring your lady with you. When you got Tone or Naj or Most Hated or some Newark niggas or some Queens niggas or some Bronx niggas. Or you got these other niggas with you. You pose a threat now. So I started just coming to the events with my lady and my homie Tahim. Shout out to my homie Tahim. Y'all never seen me at a battles with 25, 30 niggas. That's how I used to move on them DVDs. When I battled Murder Mook, it was probably about 60 of my niggas out there. Ask Enes when I battled him. I had more niggas with me than the crew, the band, the MTV people, all that.
Another thing, go back and watch that, bro. Enes versus Jae Millz, like we're making a band, bro. That's a classic right there, bro. I don't care. Get mad, it's a classic. You know, shout out to them.
When I battled Saya Castro, you see my big homies behind me at that time. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't want to pose that threat when I came back to battle rap, right?
Hold on, Everyday Rich is in here. Shout out to him. I seen he's been clipping up the battle. You know what I mean, between them. He said, check GOODZ comment section on his own diss. It's not looking good. The first one, his comment section wasn't looking good at all. The second one, it's like, you know, people saying this ain't it, you know what I mean? But it's better than the first diss. You know, so it looks a little bit less negative than the first one. But I would like to hear his perspective of everything that's going on, like while the music and everything is hitting. And shout out to Chess too. Chess choked and threw up again. What was it, yesterday? Oh man, we might have to talk about it. There's a lot of stuff going on, bro. But this Jae Millz and GOODZ is all taking precedent right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, Chess threw up. Got back on stage saying that he meant to do that and then did it again. All right, wait. Shout out to Chess. We ain't gonna talk about that right now, man.
Shout out to my man Vado, man. I ain't want to pose no threat when I came back to battle rap, right? So I show up with my lady, my homie, and a gun. I don't even be feeling I need a lot of people at these battle events, because once I started going to them, I understood what I was dealing with. I'm dealing with battle rappers that talk crazy on the internet, and then they see you and they be like, legend, what's up?
No! Oh, is he dissing T-Top? T-Top! Yo! What? Hold up, bruh. T-Top, hey, T-Top, you want to back and forth with him? T-Top make music, you know what I'm saying? But no, be careful, T-Top. Be careful with this one, man.
That's T-Top. That's my T-Top impression. Legend. Soon as DNA dissed him, he's done. He got fire emojis all. Oh, I had to comment twice on this. Get off my dick. And the next time you see me, don't legend me to death, little nigga. No. I show respect. I told niggas.
Oh, we gotta change the title now. What?
Like what DNA saying, you like what I'm saying, just don't say shit. Stay out of it. That's how I take it, nigga. I ain't one of y'all little niggas from this YouTube era. Don't play with me, my nigga. When we knee deep in an issue, don't come stand around us laughing. Unless you want to get knee deep in the issue, my nigga. I don't have no issues with none of y'all niggas. But stay the fuck out my way. You understand what I'm saying?
Ooh.
You got a nigga up here talking about my lady. We don't even know what GOODZ lady look like. No. How you calling a nigga insecure? You're a 42-year-old man and you don't go nowhere with your lady. No. You got all this motion. You got all this shit going on. Can't find one picture on your social media with your lady. You don't tell her happy birthday. You don't tell your woman happy Valentine's Day. Y'all don't go eat. You don't go do like karaoke shit. You don't go get sizzling fajitas at Mexican restaurants with your lady on a weekday and just get away from everything else and just have some fun. You don't never take no vacations with your lady. You don't ever bring your lady to work and let her just see you win a battle, lose a battle. I got one better than that. When I battled Geechee Gotti, GOODZ, you was in the fucking building. Did you stand on stage with me? No. Nope. You know what you did? You was backstage. You know who was on stage with me when I battled Geechee Gotti? Me, my lady, my homie that usually be with me with the burner, Darius DK from Jersey. Shout out to Darius. Kid that used to be with Young Money and then got with G Unit.
Shout out to Kid. He got me. He got the rapper, the legendary MC Hammer, that blocked me. Kid got MC Hammer to unblock me. Shout out to Kid. Can we get a shout out to Kid? Yo, when MC Hammer blocked me, bro, I've been blocked by a lot of people. Dana White, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of rappers and stuff like that. Shout out to them. But MC Hammer blocking me. That one bothered me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to MC Hammer though. But he unblocked me. Shout out.
And Chopper from the band. Those are the people that I saw on stage behind me at my first battle when I returned to battle on the URL stage and I battled Geechee. Geechee had
That's dope. He had Chopper from making in the band there.
wow niggas with him. Wow niggas with him. Charlie Clips is my man. Charlie Clips wasn't feeling well that day. So Charlie Clips was in a room in the back working on his rhymes. GOODZ, you was there.
Hold on, chat. Y'all, the chat, somebody said, would it hammer, why MC Hammer block me? You have to super chat to get that story. But yes, I was blocked by MC Hammer, the notorious MC Hammer. You know what I mean? But I'm unblocked now. We cool. Shout out to MC Hammer.
There was a few other niggas there. Why y'all wasn't standing on stage with me? No! But my lady was standing on stage with me. Whether I win a battle, whether I'm cooking, whether I'm not cooking, whether I'm getting cooked, whether I'm just having one of them days when niggas like, oh, I think Millz getting the hang of it. She there with all them shits. Standing right by her nigga. It's to the point where when I come to battle events with my lady, I could leave Dana standing around y'all and walk away. You know why? Because Millz ain't insecure.
Hold on. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. How is all y'all up? Jae Millz got everybody glued to the internet right now. Yo, hey, Jay, it's like 6 in the morning. I'm live, and it's almost like 600 people in here already waiting to hear what you got to say, gang. Man, y'all got y'all notifications on or something. Shout out to y'all.
You said I was insecure. We don't even know what your lady looked like. No. You know what?
Somebody said, bro, exposing GOODZ as a corner hater. Y'all crazy, bro.
The girls you chase, you know what they see when they look at me? I respect that nigga. I like how he move. He popping out with suits and all that, turtlenecks with his lady. You know what I'm saying? They be going on vacation. I be see he be at football games with the kids. He be at Yoga Land with his daughter. You know what I'm saying? They be in the crib watching Law and Order on ION and USA at night. GOODZ, who you do that with? You don't do that with nobody? You a 42-year-old man just out here rapping to your windshield telling another man how
Yo, that's why I want to see GOODZ do a blog, man, because Jae Millz cracking jokes. He's like, yo, you a 42-year-old man rapping to your windshield. Yo.
How much your car costs? No. You don't go home and lay with your lady? No. You don't lay up at night, she put her scarf on, take the makeup off, got her little favorite pajamas she wearing, and she lay up, she throw the buns out on you while you laying there side, you wrap your arm around her. You don't do that with nobody? No. And if you do, why you don't show her? Insecure.
Yeah, somebody said rapping to your windshield is crazy. He got a phone. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. You know what I mean? But yo, they cracking jokes on each other, man. This is hilarious.
You lonely. Even with your money, you a lonely nigga. And stop bringing up other niggas' names. DNA did that too. Y'all keep trying to bring up Clips and Vado and all of that. Like, we good. Like, we're good. GOODZ. I don't want to show you my text thread with Vado from over these last couple days. You seem to think you seem to think people think what you doing is like comparable. No. We trying to figure out.
Y'all know what's hilarious? Y'all gotta watch
Y'all gotta
watch 3 Letterman. Shout out to 3 Letterman, right? PSA podcast. Go watch. He did like a interview. He interviewed Mickey Fax, I think it was. Or maybe Mickey Fax brought him up on the line. Anyway, it turned into an interview. And 3 Letterman is talking to Mickey Fax about this whole situation. And they talk about the first record that GOODZ dropped. And 3 Letterman was like, he was talking to Mickey Fax, and Mickey Fax was telling him a little bit about it or whatever. He was just like, oh, so you heard the first diss track before it came out? And Mickey Fax was like, yeah, I heard it. He was like, I didn't hear the Got Him song, but I heard the first song that he did. And 3 Letterman was like, you heard that? You not a good friend then. You not a good friend. He's like implying like you're not a good friend because you let him put that out. 3 Letterman is crazy, bruh. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all. Hey, Ra from 15 Minutes of Fame, he said that, shout out to Ra, no diss. He said that he believes that the first song GOODZ put out is a hit record. You know what I mean? And he feels like it's dope. He said that when he was interviewing Easy, and he was like, yo, you gonna like this one when he puts it out. So I don't know. I mean, some people like it. But, yo, 3 Letterman was wilding on Mickey Fax. Yo. Y'all gotta watch that, bruh.
What's the end goal here? Because with that shit you just put out, once I put out what I'm doing next.
Yo, think about all, like, the lines that we're remembering from this battle, right? I was born in the dark, or whatever he said, like Jae Millz said, like that was a cold line. The Hudson leather line, like, bruh, it's a lot of things we starting to remember from these back and forths, man.
Now you down 2-0. Nigga said, I'm hopping on a plane to go see Wayne. All right, now let's talk about that. Let's just say you do go do a song with Wayne right now, and you waste it on me. You waste your opportunity to make something of your situation right now on me, right? Let's say you do that. And you already down 2-0. So you basically lost after I dropped. I'm trying my hardest not to even do this to you. But once I drop the next shit, now you're down. You down 2-0 and I only went once.
That's crazy though. Somebody messaging me, man. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Cause if you weigh it, like, cause GOODZ is saying like the first one wasn't a diss, which it is a diss. I think it's probably because of the public, how they received the first song, like how negative it was received. He did the next song, basically saying that, you know, the first song wasn't a diss. But, you know, if you're being fair, you would weigh the first song versus what Jae Millz put out. But even if you don't want to do that, and you just say, okay, well, we're going to weigh GOODZ is Turn the Lights Off, whatever. Turn the Lights Out, Lights Off, versus GOODZ Got Him, and the first song that GOODZ dropped. So if you weigh both of them, Jae Millz' song still beats both of them. So that's crazy, bro. That's why I want to hear what these two are gonna drop next, because I think GOODZ is like understanding like what people want from him now a little bit. You know what I mean? Because the first one, maybe he was just feeling himself like, yo, I'm gonna put this song out. They're gonna like the visuals, I don't know if that's like an AI generated like chorus or whatever, but they're gonna love this song, right? And he put it out, and it wasn't the reaction I'm sure he wanted. So I'm sure he's looking at the comment section like, yo, like, because everybody said they want GOODZ the animal. They don't want the commercial goods of what he's trying to do. And he comes back and he drops the Got Him song. It ain't, you know, for GOODZ, the type of rapper that GOODZ is, you know what I mean? He's not super aggressive, super lyrical. for his style, I thought it was all right. You know what I mean? It wasn't like bad. You know what I mean? I thought it was all right. It was direct. The visuals was good. You know what I mean? So I think he's like moving more into what people want to hear from him. You know what I mean? He just got to turn up just a little bit more. But Jae Millz, if you look what Jae Millz put out, like his one song is like better than both of those songs. We got a super chat in here. Randy Watson. He said, Jae Millz reset the battle rap culture and showed its levels to this. GOODZ has always been mediocre. This is a super chat. You know what I'm saying? Somebody saying it. Shout out to y'all. I think, like I said before, I don't know if you guys heard this because the other video I did was like over an hour long. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all sat through that. But I think this is like the year of the pioneers and the legends. You know what I'm saying? Look at what Mook has done. You know what I mean? Like he cleared Hitman Holla, bro. Changed his whole life. You know what I mean? Cleared, beat Hitman Holla. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Lux showed it's a completely different situation when you put a thoroughbred battler in front of New Jersey Twerk. Shout out to New Jersey Twerk. He got New Jersey Twerk off the internet for like, you know what I mean? Like almost a month. You know what I mean? That's how the battle went. You know, but shout out to Twerk. There's no diss to Twerk. He got him off the internet for a month. That's how he won that battle. You know what I'm saying? That's how clear it was for some people. You know what I mean? But to me, I think it was very clear. And so you're seeing like a difference in skill set. Right? And then now you got whether or not DNA wants to call him a pioneer or whatever, I think Jae Millz is a legend, right? So he's still a pioneer, you know what I'm saying? But he's a legendary pioneer as well. Like he's got one of the dopest battles ever between him and Mook. And look what he's doing this year. You got to understand that Cassidy versus Easy to Block Captain in battle rap is still somewhat like algorithm play, right? If you blog on him, you're more likely going to do some numbers if you talk about him, depending on what's going on. Cassidy and him are battling, had a face-off. Everybody, yeah, we all seeing clips of the face-off, whatever. You know, eventually we're going to get around to talking about it. Everybody wants to hear about what Jae Millz is going to say about GOODZ. You know what I mean? Right now. Is he going to drop a diss track? Is he going to blog on him? What is he going to say? You know what I mean? And then they want to hear what GOODZ got to say about Jae Millz. They got the algorithm right now on lock. Another legend. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think this is the age, or I would say the year of the pioneers and legends right now. That's what I'm thinking.
How you down 2-0 and I ain't even rapped twice yet? Let's just say you do get a song with Wayne and you wasted putting it out right now, right? You still lost. So that means you'd have lost the first 2 rounds, had to run and go get the best rapper alive to help you with a nigga you said was living in his past. Like you couldn't handle Millz. Because that's what the battle rap community gonna think. That's what we gonna think. Yo, can you imagine if that's what we could blog about? Can you imagine if you put a song out with Wayne and we could all make blogs now about how, damn, it got so bad for GOODZ when he was playing with Millz. The nigga had to go and get a song with Wayne in the middle of a battle. Like, in the 3rd round, he had to call a nigga on stage.
Yeah.
20 niggas in the shower waiting at Jae Millz. I never did a bid. It was cool when Mook said it, but you gotta hop off.
But y'all see what he's doing. Like, he's clever. I don't know if he's doing this intentionally, you know what I mean? Or it's just natural, right? Like, he's breaking apart like GOODZ's last song. He's like, yo, like, you talking about I got a wife? Like, that's my fiance. Like, we're not even married. You know what I mean? Like, what is you talking about? You know, and then he addresses like, yo, why wouldn't I bring my girl with me? You know what I'm saying? So she could see like the success that I'm doing or whatever. Like, I don't have to have all of these people around. Like, he's breaking that down and deflating what GOODZ put out. Like, yo, you was backstage and all, you know, like, you should know all the, you know what I mean? And then like, even this, what he's talking about right now. You know, so he's like kind of just taking away or kind of deflating a lot of stuff that GOODZ was saying. We got a super chat in here. No Love Jones with the $4.99. He said, do you think Jae Millz signing to Young Money hindered his career? No, I mean, I don't, like, you got to understand. I think a lot of people are focused on Jae Millz and not realizing like a lot of that stuff happens to a lot of artists. You know what I mean? And we don't know what Jae Millz is doing behind the scenes. Like, he can be, like, there are a lot of people, like, I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I know a lot of people who are, like, country music. I can, like, one day, I could surprise people. I can bring somebody on here, you know what I mean, that, or I'll maybe post a picture, whatever, that is country music, got Grammys, that I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got a lot of people, you know, who go through stuff like this. Like, you might be in the industry and it might not, you might not get the most out of it, but you still get something out of it. You know, I know people that you might not even know, you know what I mean, who are banking and that are writing for people and making a lot of money for writing for people. We don't know if he's doing that. But if you listen to the songs that he put out, like, it sounds very current. You know what I mean? Very current, like what he's doing. And his ability is like way up there. Who knows? Like, some people might hit, like, look at Drake and stuff. They use ghostwriters, bro. Like, we don't know if he's like giving people reference tracks and getting money for that. We don't know that. Ines, the dude that he battled, writes for people. A lot of people don't know that in battle rap. Ines is a writer. He writes for a lot of people, not in battle rap, but like in the music industry, writes for people. So, and Ines is probably making bread doing that. I think DNA even like writes for people. You know what I mean? So you got to think this dude is affiliated. He was affiliated with Drake. He's still affiliated with Lil Wayne. I don't know. Maybe he's still, deal with Drake. I don't know. Nicki Minaj not too long ago, like, still mentioned him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he's got all of these affiliations. Like, you don't know what he's making. Like, when 50 Cent followed me on Instagram, bro, like, I was getting paid. Like, I don't even want to say how much, just a post, because people knew 50 Cent was going to see it. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, when people see stuff like that, and when he's involved, like with Young Money, was involved with Young, like, you don't know what he was getting paid to do. You know, so just because you may not see him like super pushed into the limelight or something like that doesn't mean he's not making money. If he's sitting in $1 million house, you know what I mean? And when he was talking to, I mean, this is what he's saying. He's saying he's sitting in $1 million house. I mean, it seems like he's got a reasonable budget, or at least he knows somebody like really good with beats that's giving him beats to put out. You know what I mean? And he might own these beats, because none of us are getting hit with like copyright from using the beats. You know, so I don't know, man. Like, he could have reach. You just don't know. Just because he's not what you think he should be, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean he didn't get all that he could have gotten out of the game in different areas. You know what I mean? So, and I think it's not just, I think we're all looking at him right now, but may not be thinking like other artists could have a similar situation, but still be making a lot of money behind the scenes. When he was doing the I Disagree podcast, right? Jae Millz was talking about, yo, like, when me and you was agreeing to do like a podcast, whatever, I was trying to like fly out to New York. I wasn't going to charge you anything to do like the podcast or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we were going to do like, I think he was saying something like they were going to do a continuation, like more episodes or whatever, you know, and he wasn't even going to charge. You got to think, like, he flying out from California. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't that cheap to just be doing it, you know what I mean? So it's, you know, I mean, he might have some money, like you don't know. You know what I mean? And then the dude, I think the dude that created the Ether beat for Nas, like, did one of his beats. So it's like, I mean, that dude I'm sure can charge. So we don't know what Jae Millz has, bro. You know, just because we seeing, you know, him going back and forth with a battle, don't mean he ain't got nothing going on behind the scenes. I used to work at Island Def Jam. You know, you'd be surprised. Like, I was working at Island Def Jam when Jay-Z was running it. You know, and I talked to Jay-Z like tons of times. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of like people that you would never think of, like, write and make a lot of money like off of different artists. They get points and stuff. I don't know how it works now. You know what I mean? But he could have wrote for somebody back in the day, still get money for it. We don't know.
Off. Just be creative. That's the same thing I'm saying. Like DNA rapping over a no flip. That's my shit. You burning the Michigan State jersey. The battle when I wore that jersey against Mook is
Somebody said the dude that did the Ether beat did all his beats. I don't know. Ryan Browns. Yeah. Said did all Millz district. Oh, so he did all of them? Bro, to have that kind of y'all like to have that kind of connection with somebody, bro, that created like the most iconic beat in hip hop, like one of the most iconic beats. You're getting beats from this dude? Bro. I mean, connections mean a lot. You know, and this is what happens like when you're in the music. He probably knew him before the music industry or whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? These Harlem dudes or whatever know each other. But it's like, bro, to have them type of connections is priceless. So who knows, like, when you in the industry, who you meet, you know, and maybe he's been able to facilitate or keep them relationships. Because something he's been doing has been working. To get them type of beats, bro, like, that's a cheat code in itself. You already got a dude that's incredibly talented, skill-wise. You know what I mean? And you give him, like, dope beats like that. Like, come on, bro.
It's way more legendary than your Dirty Kitchen diss that you didn't even go to the Dirty Kitchen, stand in front of the Dirty Kitchen, or have a tray of food from the Dirty Kitchen, or say anything about the Dirty Kitchen so people can know outside of New York City what you talking about. Y'all niggas think small. Goods, why are we around the same age? You 42 years old, I'm 43.
Somebody said I feel cuz they messed with him first. This is and shout out to ARP Red Break Entertainment. He said something about this. He was just like, if you really look at everything, Jae Millz is in the best situation right now. Because how it looked like publicly when GOODZ and DNA was like basically jumping you. You know what I mean? Like trying to crack on them, joke on them and all of that. Like they are looking like the bullies and initially, you know what I mean? And then he took that energy and turned it, you know what I mean? To where he was clowning GOODZ, and we've never seen nobody talk to GOODZ like that. You know what I mean? So it's like he did that, and like, you know, DNA, like one of the most skilled battlers ever, he gets into it with him blog wise. You know what I mean? And he's winning the blogs. He's winning all of it. And then they get into it with the music, and he's winning all of this. And then now it becomes the underdog story. You know what I mean? Like the underdog story. You're always going to root for the underdog, and now he is at the top of the situation right now. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like. So somebody said Rain beat. Yeah, Rain makes some dope beats. I thought DNA had some cold beats, too. I thought, like, some of his beats was cool. But, I mean, this dude's just on another level right now.
How come Lux just did an interview saying, nah, Millz was my first battle. I battled Millz like 5 times. How come Murder Mook said Jae Millz was the first battle where I actually sat down and wrote for somebody? How come T-Rex say me and Millz battled like 4 times, man? We used to go at it. How come I was 15 years old going at it with 40 Cal and Head Ice and all of them? I don't tell these stories. They tell these stories. Shout out to Math Hoffa. Math Hoffa will tell you a story about how when he was working with Clark. Rest in peace, Clark Kent, too. My guy. Math Hoffa will tell you a story about when he walked in the studio and saw me sitting in there. Say, yo, that's him. That was the aura around Jae Millz. When they see me, it's like, oh, that's him? What we doing? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like GOODZ when you saw me in the studio. It was like, damn, that's him. You understand what I'm saying? We got real stories about being outside? Because you said niggas said DNA outside, can't say that.
See, like how I'm looking at this right now, man. Like if you goods, the smart play will be, yeah, I mean, drop your music, but you gotta like what he's doing is like combating like whatever narratives you might be trying to put out. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like I'm gonna drop a diss track, then I'm gonna sit down and break you down in a blog. Then I'm gonna drop another diss track. Then I'm gonna sit down and break you down in a blog. You see what I'm saying? Like, so when he drops another one, like he already gave like the audience like two different pieces of a project, right? The blog or whatever he's doing, and then he's got, you know, the music video. So now the audience is gonna be a little bit more in tune with Jae Millz. So when he drops again, they're like, man, I just watched his song, he went crazy. I watched his blog, he went crazy, and he just dropped another. Let me see what he got to say now, because he was talking heavy in that blog. Let's see if the song is gonna match. Like, he's got the audience retention, you know. So, and I ain't gonna tell GOODZ what to do. You do whatever you want to do, but I think it would be smart to, yo, drop the music video, whatever you're doing, blog or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and try to, because you could try to fix things. Like, if you're saying like in your, it's gonna be hard to make people think that the first track wasn't a diss track. You know what I'm saying? But your second track, you said the first track wasn't a diss track. Maybe like add context around that. You know what I mean? And then maybe say some things that you didn't like about his song that he put out against you. You know, or just pick at different things, and then, you know, maybe you can try to steer the narrative, because right now it's just like Millz is just dog walking, y'all. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I think it's very clever like how Millz is playing it. But if I'm GOODZ, yo, I'm doing everything, bro. You know, or GOODZ could just be busy trying to get the next song ready or something like that.
To me, nigga, you wasn't outside neither. No. Like, real talk. When Murder Mook say I was the first battle rapper that he ever wrote for, Mook is a GOAT.
Somebody said GOODZ is better off at winning a battle. I don't know now, bruh. Like, I mean, he could, but I don't know. I think it'd be interesting now, because you got to understand, like, a lot of the battles are like selling the battle to the audience, right? And you're selling, you know, your image and everything to the audience that are going to watch you. A lot of people are now starting to get an ear for Jae Millz. We've never, like, I mean, we heard his Murder Mook battle. We seen his K-Shine battle. We seen the Enes battle before Baking the Bands. I just watched his Enes versus Jae Millz on Red Breed Entertainment recently. But it's like, so we kind of, you know what I mean? We kind of got an ear for him, but now we have an ear for him. You know what I'm saying? These diss tracks and everything, like, you listening to everything that he's saying now. So now if he battles, you're going to be a little bit more in tune with him. And now that he's the underdog winning in this situation and they battle, you're going to be like wanting them to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are probably be looking at him like wanting him to win. So you're really going to listen to him more and be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, give whatever bars he puts out, you're going to listen harder for him. Then it's going to put more pressure on the audience to, you know what I mean, on GOODZ. They're like, all right, nah, we went back and forth, you know, music. Now we got a battle, and now I still have to maintain like the audience's retention. You know what I'm saying? And you know, hopefully convey my message better in the ring to the audience. So I don't know. I think what Millz is doing right now is really smart, man. Because if he battles like one of these dudes, I think people would like really be like looking at trying to give him like a win. Like, if he could make a battle debatable with them. You know, so I don't think, like, I mean, the battle between him and DNA, I think it'll be tougher for him, like, to be real. DNA is just could be crazy, like, what he wants to be, like, to make you facts battle. Like, he can do stuff like that, you know, but DNA, we haven't seen that in a minute, you know, so I think it's been, like, years now, like, since he's really battled. And the last battle he had, he lost 3-0 to the dude, what's his name, Jerry West, and he just lost to this dude. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know now. Like, we haven't seen DNA in the ring in a minute. Maybe he's figured out some things. Like, he's obviously figured out how to make his music super current. Maybe he's starting to figure out like what people want to hear in battles. And don't think that people can't adjust, you know, to what, because a lot of people are like, man, Mook can't adjust to this, man. Like, it's no way. Now Mook is like people are wondering like who can actually win against Mook now that he's adjusted. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't think that he can't adjust, bro. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see, man, if they could book it. But I know, I think Beasley like hit him up. You know, he said it. You know what I mean? Like Beasley hit him up, so maybe they'll end up booking something.
If your GOAT is telling you that the nigga you saying ain't really that, and your GOAT is telling you he was the first person I had to ever sit down and write.
Somebody said GOODZ is getting hurt. This is damaging his brand. Show off. It is like, this is like a hit right here. Like it is. Because it's basically for what it looks like people are kind of looking like, man, like if it comes down to battling somebody, like you can't do it. You know what I mean? Like in music, can't do it. Like a battle's different, but like with music, it is like a hit. You know what I mean? Like the way this is going, like to be real, you know, but it's all up to perspective. Some people still rocking with GOODZ, but it's just, I mean, it's hard to beat what Millz is putting out right now.
Write rhymes to battle. I couldn't say what I had. We wrote free. I had to write 5, not 3. No! Not 3.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. What?
He was the first person I had to ever sit down and write rhymes to battle. I couldn't say what I had. We wrote free. I had to write 5, not 3. No! Not 3. Me and Mook went 5 rounds. Shout out to my nigga Mook.
So him and Mook 5 rounds, yeah.
When Lux say I was his first battle, what does that tell you? Lux is a GOAT. I told him, come outside, man. You rap, come outside. He kept coming back until he got one. We battled about 4 or 5 times. One time, me and Vado battled Lux and Cash. Because Lux was like, nah, I'm going to keep coming back down the block. From 8th, I'm going to keep coming down to Linux until I got to get one. That's the era I'm from. We don't got no stories on GOODZ like that, battle rap community. Trust me, I'm here now to tell you the real. Jump in the comments.
If I'm URL, bro, like to be real, I will book, like, you know, after they get done, like with the music and everything, I will book GOODZ versus Jae Millz. You know what I mean? I think it would be a little bit more interesting of a battle. Only reason I'm saying that is because you got, you know, GOODZ he approaches a battle from like a grown man's perspective, right? Like, you know, money and all of that, but generally like a grown man, like looking at situations is what I like about GOODZ. Like how he approached the Geechee Gotti battle, how he approached the Tay-Rock battle. Like those are things that I like about him. The thing is, like, if he goes up against Jae Millz is, you know, like he doesn't carry himself like, you know what I mean, super young-minded. He seems like grown, real smart, intelligent, you know, and then they both have history. You know, so it would be an interesting, like, listen to both of them rapping. Whereas, like, DNA, he'll be able to target Jae Millz and hone in on different things. And we know his style already. GOODZ is like, we know his style, but he can be a little bit, you know what I mean, like, unpredictable at times. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I think it would be better. I think it'd be a little bit more interesting. And then we haven't seen GOODZ since, who's the last person he battled? What was it, Calico? Because he battled Easy. He lost to Easy. He battled Calico. I had GOODZ winning that. You know what I'm saying? I think he edged the battle. And then one that Calico was trying to, you know, Calico was trying to say GOODZ's dad was white. I was in New York. I was talking to Calico. Calico was like, yeah, you got to find out who GOODZ is. You got to find out who GOODZ's father is. Yo, Calico is hilarious, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I would rather Beasley. I'd rather see this. This is me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll book DNA and whatever. Maybe if DNA comes in with a sponsor, they might have to go that route. I don't know. But I would rather see GOODZ versus Jae Millz, man.
Tell me how y'all feel about what I'm talking about right now. You understand what I'm saying? GOODZ, I guarantee you, this blog will have more views and more hype points and be on the top 100 most hyped videos in the United States by the end of the day.
Also, y'all, everybody that's watching this, for all of these people, right? Make sure YouTube is giving you the ability to hype videos. You get 3 a week, I think it is, right? So stuff like this, you want to show these people that this is what you want to see. You know what I mean? You could like videos, you know what I mean? And we gonna I'm gonna like his video, you know what I'm saying? Like subscribe and all that, like his video. But also hype the videos, like if you can, like with your hype points, if you got that activated.
No! Black Glove Millz ain't here to leave no DNA when I leave these bodies, my nigga. No! If you listen to Turn the Lights Off, it's no way you could think anything that GOODZ can create will ever be able to fuck with something that Jae Millz can create. Ladies and gentlemen, I told y'all, you give me a little time, I'ma expose these niggas. They not blogging. They ain't doing new podcast episodes. They ain't doing nothing.
And that's like real interesting him saying that though, right? Because these, you know, GOODZ and all these people, like they blog, they talk about different things, you know what I mean? And it's like, we want to hear like what y'all, you know, we could all, like, everybody had a comment about Kendrick and Drake, right? Like what they were doing. Everybody was blogging about that, talking about it. I was in Switzerland and I was talking about that a little bit, you know, but it's like, even them, they was talking about the beef between Drake and Kendrick and all of that, right? Y'all are now into something that's going to go down as like one of the top 10 like rap beefs of 2025. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you can't not have this in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a whole nother, you know what I mean? But 2025, top 10 rap beefs of 2025. And y'all are in it. And y'all got channels and y'all blog. It would be interesting to hear how y'all feel about the songs and everything. You know what I mean? The direction this is going. If you want to battle them or you want to not. Him saying like, yo, I got y'all not even blogging, not even talking, not even doing anything. It's kind of like implying that you might be scared of the comment section, of what people are going to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So it's interesting him saying that.
I got these boys in the pan. They scrambled. And it's nothing they could do. No! There's nothing they could do. I could drop at any time of the day. Niggas gonna watch it. And they gonna react to it. Shout out to ARP too. I saw ARP turn the lights off. Turn your lights off, nigga. PotentDepartment.com for the merch and the hat. You know what I'm saying? Black Glove Millz is different.
Gloves in the chat, please. Gloves up in this chat, please. Black gloves. Shout out to everybody. GOODZ dropped some heat. You know what I mean? We gonna do the same for him. I'm trying to be as fair as possible. I'm not trying to, like, you know what I mean, super go crazy and try to tear people down. I think GOODZ is up. I'm sorry, Jae Millz is up in this situation. You know what I mean? We trying to hear what GOODZ got to say and all of that with Jae Millz drop something later. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. The Max B Day is over with. Hopefully we get some content, you know what I mean? Like another drop. Keep the notification bell on, because we will, when he drops something, we will be talking about that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, and another thing, we got the gloves in the chat. We're gonna add this to the intro. Gloves in the chat, please. Hey, yeah, man. Like, so click the notification bell, and I'll be back like when one of them drops. And well, hold up, real quick. Would you think GOODZ is gonna drop before Jae Millz drops, or you think GOODZ is gonna wait for Jae Millz to drop? What y'all think? You know what I mean? Like, if they go on 3 rounds, he probably want to wait for Jae Millz to drop. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Shout out to Everyday Rich. I see you out there. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm out, y'all. Peace.